right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 719. This is your free study session where we go over exam questions, especially tonight, because we're going to do the Serious 6. So we're going to have exam questions from the SIE, the 6, 63.
Discord Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, but I figure we have from all the different exams, no?
That is true.
Okay, then why am I off? See, we're married here. See, guys, this is live. This is a real married thing. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, fellas? I wasn't wrong, but I was wrong. Anyways, all right, we're gonna do the Serious 6. We're gonna have test taking techniques. We're gonna go over all the different exams from the Kona community.
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, my name is Andy. I am the husband who is wrong, but I am not here. You're not here for all the things that I'm wrong about. You're here for all the things that are right, which is Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and that Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things, so that way you too can get that pass notice this summer and strut hard into the pool. Just want to make sure I'm okay. Am I right? All right, everybody. It is a good one. We are on month end.
Yeah.
Month end.
Yeah.
And I know that if you're in Primerica, month end is really not till tomorrow.
Technically.
Right before we see you all tomorrow night. So I know you all are either probably stressing, pushing, tired.
Yep.
And you're like, you know what? I still got to get this thing done. And I salute every single one of you for being on here tonight. And I appreciate all of you because it is a sacrifice to be that committed, to be on, to do things and study. And I say it all the time, if you want what everybody else doesn't have, you got to do things that people are not willing to do.
Very.
All the time. You're going to have to do things that are uncomfortable. You're going to have to do things that are just completely regardless of all feeling, really. It doesn't matter how you feel, how you wake up in the morning. You just have to be a very disciplined person and say, you know what, no matter what's happening, no matter what's coming my way, no matter how I feel, I'm going to get it done anyway.
Yes.
Feeling is just something I can just overlook because I'm disciplined and I need to do something and I need to get it done. That is at a very high level. That is where you got to be. That's where you got to live for a short time to get this thing done.
Yep.
And if you can carry that on past that, you're an unstoppable person, especially if you manage your positive mental attitude. If you haven't been with us long enough, you know that we talk about PMA all the time, positive mental attitude. And before we get started here, I want to get started with the fact that we are at month end and things may or may not have gone your way this last month. They've not maybe been all aligned to all the things that you wanted to do, or, you studied your heart out and you didn't get a pass notice. All those things are irrelevant. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's a new chapter. It's a new world to conquer. And I cannot stress this enough. You cannot ever let a piece of paper decide who you are as a person.
Absolutely.
If it says fail on there, and we don't like to use that word around here,
No.
but if it says fail on there, that doesn't determine who you are inside. That doesn't determine your heart. It doesn't determine your desire. It doesn't determine your dreams. It doesn't determine what you're able to do or capable of doing. It just means not today. Just not today.
Exactly.
When? The next time you do it. And you reload and you go back out there and you keep marching up that hill and you keep going until the good Lord stops you, whenever that may be. You cannot ever be discouraged or turned away from what you really want to do in this life by anybody, really. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to tell you to stop and quit or don't. Why are you doing that? Right? Like crabs in a barrel. They're just dragging you back down, right back into the hot water. You're trying to get out. They're trying to drag you back in. There's nobody that is success. There isn't one successful person I've ever met in my life who's ever been discouraging to me. They've never discouraged me ever. They always just encourage me. And why do you second guess yourself? Just go for it. Just do it, whatever it is. They're not even in their field, not even in their realm, in their wheelhouse, but they know that you just have to go after it, and you have to stay after it, and you can't let anybody discourage you, nor take it away. Do you know who stops and discourages and really takes things away? You decide. And I'll tell you this, the only time you really truly fail these exams, the only time you're really truly a failure at anything is when you stop attempting. When you give up and you stop attempting, that's when you truly fail. At anything. It doesn't matter what it is. When you give up, that's a fail. You cannot stop. You can't quit, and you can't let things or anybody stop you from doing what you want to do, even if it doesn't go your way this time. You're meant for this world to be at a higher level. You're not supposed to be low level. God has high plans for you. I truly believe that. I truly believe everybody on here has a higher purpose. I don't think anybody was scheduled to be the low purpose hanging fruit. You know what I mean? Low hanging fruit. Nobody on here. I think everybody is supposed to be a high purpose. So don't let anybody knock you down. Don't let anybody drag you down. Don't let anybody tell you can't do it. Let anybody tell you that to stop, or fill your mind with anything that's like anything other than winning. And if you have those kind of people around you, it's a good time to maybe go for a walk, maybe lose their number, just separate from them for a while, or maybe forever. But that is what determines who you are, not a piece of paper. Definitely not the person, that comes over your house or in your office or your coworker. They don't determine who you are either. You do. It's up to you. So keep that positive mental attitude. No matter what happened this last month, you got a whole new month dawning upon you. It's a whole new month, whole new day. Next hour is a whole new hour.
Yep.
It's really up to you how you use everything and how you use it. Nobody has more time than you. Everybody on this planet has exactly the same amount of hours. It's all about how we use it and how we feel with our attitude and our actions. So that's what I got for you guys tonight, because it was a rough day.
Yeah.
And like I said, on Sunday, we've been hit with a lot of people that just their positive mental attitude has not been there. And I want to remind you of that. You got to keep it. You got to keep that PMA. And you guys keep going for it. No matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what. Even if you had high plans, high stakes, you had everything laid out and you did everything you were supposed to, and the plan is great, and before you even got going, someone smacks you down. So what? Brandy and I would not be here if we gave up the first time someone smacked us down. Let me tell you, you're looking at two people that are too stubborn.
Very true.
We are way too stubborn. You got to do a lot more than that. And I like the people that are on here, and I love the family that we've gathered over the years, because it is just a bunch of people that are just as stubborn as we are, it takes a lot more to knock them down and out.
That's right.
And let's get to it, Brandy. Let's get this thing going. Let's get after it. That's what I had to start off with. I had to say it. Like I said, it is on my mind. It is on my heart. And there's a lot of people that are reaching out and not feeling it. And I want you guys to get your mind straight. Get your positivity straight. Get that positive mental attitude. And if you like more of that, we got a whole bunch of online courses, videos, and audios, live sessions. We have a whole members area. We'd love to welcome you into our family, our bigger family. And we already have a nice big family already with all of our free folk, right?
Yeah.
Shout out, by the way. I was just looking on my Instagram. Alex, who passed his SIE and his Series 6 with us, he hit us up. He's got an international. He's got Kona going international. He's in Istanbul, Romania. Isn't that what I told you?
No.
No.
It's definitely Romania.
in Romania. What
Yes.
did I say? Bucharest. No.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
I don't know. It's in Romania. It's on my Instagram.
Yes.
Right now my geography's off, but he's in Romania and he's studying right now. I don't know if he's on right now, but thank you for posting. We're
That's
international.
so cool.
And we have people all over the United States. We have people all over the world. We have servicemen and women who are studying all over the place.
Right.
And it's just awesome to see how global we've become from our little ranch where we are in Southern California, and we love to even add more people to it. And if you want to know more about how we can help you out, check out our orientation replay. It explains all the free and the paid that we have. We have our study guides. We have the Kona community, which we're going to show you tonight, which is on our Discord. All you got to do is scan that QR code on the left, and that is our link tree. That'll get you into everything. There, even our phone number there, 866 Hey Kona, and we even have a Telegram. You can reach me over there, and it's a nice place to get like a, bulletin board. It's a bulletin board. And I have a question. If people are on my Telegram, if you want to go ahead and in the chat, let me know. I was thinking about leaving voice messages on there, voice memos that you can hear me tell you stuff, leave daily. Did quotes for a while. I do still do quotes too, but how about voice messages? How about voice? Like, would you guys be interested in that? Let me know. I'm trying to think of different ways to do things. Shoot, we've been doing this. I do this every day, all the time, and I'm always looking at different ways to, like, maybe I don't know, make it more interesting for me, but also for you. So let's just let me know if that'll work. All right, we got live session reminder for tomorrow. We got the SIE that is not happening tomorrow at Thursday 4 p.m. and it'll be the last time we ever would have had a 4 p.m. We are moving all the times differently for June. So if you're a member, this weekend is your weekend to pay attention to your email that's attached to your Patreon account, because everything's changing. You'll see brand new live session schedule coming out. All the updates are already taking place in our calendar on Google. So if you already subscribe to our Google Calendar, check it out. All those times and dates are already there, and then you can already be ahead of the schedule. But we are going to have all kinds of stuff hit your email box. Brand new June code, all brand new discount codes, all brand new everything. So pay attention this weekend as everything comes into your mailbox, and so that way you guys can keep up to date with everything. And I'll have multiple, you know how I do. I always have multiple announcements. I always have multiple emails that go out about all the different changes, so y'all can keep up. But yeah, even on the Discord, we'll have all that stuff too. So check your email box. But tomorrow we're only doing the Series 6, and we're going to have prospectuses, and that will be in the morning, 7 a.m. in Hawaii, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. in the East. And remember, the SIE on Tuesday would have been the same exact thing tomorrow at 4 p.m. So please check out that Tuesday session. In fact, I will put it out in everybody's email box tomorrow. So if you missed Tuesday, you could go ahead and you'll see that hit your email box one more time for the people that missed it. So that way you could see what we did on Tuesday.
It was a good one.
Yeah, it was a repeat anyway tomorrow. So we went ahead and canceled because one, month end, not a lot of people show up. Number two, we have a meeting that we can't get out of with these kids. Jeez, these kids. All right. Anyways, we have a workshop coming up tomorrow on Saturday. Sorry. We have a free test taking techniques workshop. It's free. It's the exact same Zoom code there. Starts at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You could be on there. We're going to do it 30 minutes. It's going to be the foundations of our test taking techniques. If you want to learn more about that, if you want to know the foundations, the concepts, all that great stuff, we're going to have life questions. We're going to have MLO questions. We're going to have securities questions. We're going to go over the most, like, maybe pop culture, references, whatever it takes on the most basic level, so you can see the concepts of these techniques, so that way you can start applying it. And anybody's allowed to join that. So invite a friend, bring mom, bring dad, whoever, Uncle Lou, whoever wants to get up and be on that session and learn those techniques. Have your kids. Shoot, our junior high kids use it in their school, and they do really well on their exams.
Yes, they do.
I wish they would miss less assignments in class, though.
Right.
If we can only do that, because I don't know, moving away from possible doctors to more of, like, we might be having some TikTokers in the house. These grades, just saying. But anyways, all right, ready to go?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and tap into our Discord. If you have not joined our Discord, I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the chat in just a minute on how you can join our Discord. You cannot just download the Discord app and find us, because you have to have the special invite link to get into this private study group. I closed it off for a reason. I don't want a bunch of random people in here spamming and doing all kinds of weird stuff. I like to keep it to the people that are invited. I like an invited group, if you will. And so if you want to join that and just really use this community, it's free. You can search up items. Brandy loves putting the search on here. This is the first page that you'll see right here. And all you got to do is just follow the do's, the don'ts, pick what exam you're going to go ahead and study for. And then if you want to message us directly, you just plainly just click on one of our names at the purple, and then you look for that drop down menu and you just say, "What's up?" That's Brandy's mom. And then if you want to search something up, go ahead and use that little magnifying glass up there, and you can look up options, and you can see literally, lots of anything we have. The free Studying Brew, people's questions on this, anybody like had different stuff. So if you really want to go over options, or you have difficulty with it, you can see some of the stuff that Brandy's done, all that great stuff, and get some answers and questions. She always likes to look up different stuff than I do. But on the other side of it, on the left, there is all the different channels we have there that you guys can use. We have licensing resources. We have all this stuff. But right now, we're going to go ahead and look at the study channels. And right there is where all of the people are putting their questions. Look, we got some accountability. And then right there, we got some questions from Marche. We got some from Dev. So let's go ahead and let's get started, Brandy.
Yes, let's do it. So I'm going to take one of each of these, and then we're gonna go look at some other ones. Funny, I talked about this in the 26th yesterday. Fun fact. All right, but we could use this as a learning tool. I like this. All right, so FINRA tests don't have 1, 2, 3, 4 questions, but they are in every single quiz. Oh my goodness, every single quiz, right? And so I'm looking at this, and I've got 15, and I see 15 and 15,000. I also see 10,000, and then I see 25,000, right? The other thing that I'm looking at, and guys, I don't read. I look. I got associated person and an associated person, and then I have, let me use different colors, member firm and member firm. Okay. So I'm gonna say that it would be kind of weird if I had, like, there's no way I could do 15,000 and 25,000 for a firm. So it's going to be one of those, and it's going to be one of those. Okay. Why? Because you can't have two numbers for the same thing. Okay. So let's look at what the question says, and then we're going to start breaking it down. The question says, member firms must promptly report to FINRA. So we're talking about reporting to FINRA upon learning that the firm or the associated person is associated person is the subject of claims of damages of over. So when do I need to notify FINRA? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Guys, just as a word of, not word of warning, but just as a kind of like a little flag, a little hint, if you will, is that the higher number, right? The higher number goes to the firm. Okay, this is true when reporting. This is also true for insider trading, right? The higher number goes to the firm. Why? Because there's a lot more money sitting in a firm and a lot more responsibility sitting in a firm than there is the individual human. Okay, so right away, I take 15, I take 25. I'm going to take the higher of the two, right? When we're talking about the firm. And then here is where a test taking technique is going to happen. I got 15 and I got 15. They really want me to know it's 15. And I already said it can't be, I can't have 15 and 25 for both the firm. So I'm going to cross off 3 and I'm going to circle 1, which means that my firm has to report to FINRA if the associated person has a claim of 15,000 and the firm of 25. Boom. Using a test taking technique and working backwards.
That was a challenging one, but it wasn't.
it looked intimidating until you just started breaking down the answers and the patterns.
Right.
The answers and your choices. That's it.
Yep. And
Just
if
like
you're not studying this stuff yet and you're just kind of checking it out, just pick up these techniques a little bit here and there. Just
yeah.
kind of listen.
Yeah. Now
You'll figure it out.
this was an SIE question, even though we talked about it on the 26th.
Yeah.
See, there's a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Heads up. If you're studying for the SIE, this is I want to let you guys know there's exam questions from the 26, the 6, the 63, the 7, the 6. It's a myriad of different types of different exams on one exam.
Yes.
So someone tells me they're like, oh, it's not really my exam. No, I hate to break it to you. They're all on your exam.
Plus, if it's not yet, it will.
It will be.
Yes. All right. So I have market risk, right? Market risk is the whole thing, the whole system. Interest rate risk is I'm looking for interest rates, right? I'm going to look for interest rates and prices. No, I'm just going to go interest rates, right? I'm looking for percentages. Purchasing power risk as what we're kind of looking at now, right? That's inflation,
Oh Lordy, I got to take a loan out just to get a gallon of milk.
right? And then we have decreased dividend risk. I have not heard of this. Have not heard of. I feel like that's just kind of like a generic risk.
Like the risk of my dividends going down. Is that
Yeah.
what they're saying?
Happens sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. The potential that inflation. Wait.
Yeah.
But let's do some process of elimination, okay? We'll devalue the fixed dividend income. So it's not talking about, so look at, you see where this says decreased dividends, but this is talking about devaluing the fixed dividend. It doesn't mean that the dividend is changing, it means the value. Guys, there's a huge difference between value and price. Huge difference between value and price, right?
Okay, I'll give an example. So let's say I don't know, let's say something's like worth $10 or is the price tag on it says $10. But then you bought it for $10. And then it turns out that somebody in your neighborhood's like, dude, you got that? And you're like, yeah, I got that. And they're like, oh, you know what? I can't find that anywhere. I'll give you $20 for it. The price was $10, but the value is now 20.
Exactly. It's that perceived value. It's what value is what somebody's willing to pay.
And it can also work backwards.
Yeah.
You paid $10 for that?
Bro.
Should
have only got that for 5.
Should have got it for 5.
Okay, so that is why that's why D is out. And then fixed dividend income payments received by preferred shareholders. I don't see anything in there about interest rate risk. There's nothing about mentioning interest rate. And there's nothing about the whole thing. We're being very specific about preferred, right? So that's out. So even by process of elimination, we get it to purchasing power risk. Okay. So that was like a forward and backwards type of thing.
Thought you bought Air Jordans, but you really got ground Jordans from the swap meet.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, you paid the Air Jordan price for no reason.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a fun fact on this one. But I don't know. I think this is more of a 65 question, even though this is the series 6. But let's look at this question, right? He can reduce the taxes he owes for the current tax year by $6,000. He can reduce the taxes he owes this year by 3 and the taxes he owes next year by another 3. He can reduce his taxable income by $6,000. Wait, didn't I just say that? Oh, taxes he owes versus taxable income. Ooh, slow down to go fast. I thought that was the exact same statement. I had to go backtrack and look at, wait a minute, that wasn't the same statement. One's talking about taxes he owes and one's talking about taxable income.
Yep.
Guys.
That's 2 different things.
Dude, I have caught myself doing that way too many times when I was studying. Sounded like the exact same statement.
So I'm looking like A and B are both he owes, and then C and D are taxable incomes.
There you go. He could reduce the taxes he owes by 3,000, and he could reduce his taxable income by 3,000 by 3,000. Okay, guys, look, let me say this. We are not tax people. Now, if you do have your tax licenses or certificates,
Although there is
and-
somebody probably here from Liberty.
right, and
getting their
that's cool.
securities license.
And that's cool. You know this, and you have been trained in that.
Yes.
Right. But if I'm studying for my securities license, that means I'm not studying for my taxes license, which means I'm not a tax person.
That's right. You got to take that tax hat off.
Yeah.
Put on your securities hat.
Yeah. And check this out. I don't know what's the difference between taxes he owes and taxable income, except for the way I see it in my studying. Guys, at the end of the day, it just means you're going to get you're going to pay lower taxes, right?
Yeah.
But it's how it's applied to your taxes that matters. So guys, we can't reduce the taxes I owe by claiming a loss, but I can reduce my taxable income by claiming the loss. And it's the 3 and 3. It's 3. You can claim a loss up to 3,000 a year. So loss up to 3,000 a year.
Yeah, I feel the person that missed this question just totally missed on the taxes he owes versus taxable income.
Right. It's one of those things that it's one of those things that it's like, what's it called? I always say it, same difference. I'm with you.
It's a dang it.
It is the same difference, but not in test world.
I would put that down on my paper. Tax owed and taxable income are two different things.
Right. I think we did this last week. No, that was today.
Yeah. The offspring said keep it separated.
You better keep it separated. Okay. So I have to sneeze.
You have to sneeze? Is that an announcement?
Okay, it passed.
Wow.
All right.
Bless you.
Thank you. So I've got 5 days. I've got the number of days the fund has stated in its prospectus. I got 2 days and I got 7 days. Okay. So the question says open-end mutual funds must pay redemption proceeds within how many days of the order to redeem? Now I'm with you to JP Money who posted this.
Yeah.
I would like to think that if my client put in a request that you process that bad boy within 2 days. But that does not work. It's actually 7 days. In fact, it's 7 days to process a redemption. It's 7 days to process a variable annuity application, and 7 days. It's just 7 days. I don't know how else to kind of say that. It's one of those things that you definitely have to memorize on the 26th. 7 days.
Know it.
7
Different from
days.
T+2?
It is different from T+2 because, thank you for that, because T+2 is going, I did a trade on, let's say, stock, right? I did a stock trade and I got to settle by T+2. Okay. Well, that was 2 days, right? 2 days, right? That I need to settle. But that's stock, because guess what I'm doing with stocks? That's going that way. Money's going that way, right? We got to exchange hands. Okay. When it's talking about redemption, it means that they called their registered rep. Their registered rep talked to the transfer agent. The transfer agent is processing their redemption request.
And they got to sell them off or get rid of them, whatever they got to do, right?
They got to redeem. So literally the investment company, is a great question. The investment company actually buys them back. They redeem them. Here's my coupon.
Much like the state of California takes your empty bottles. They redeem them.
Yes. You are cashing in your empty bottles. That's exactly what this is. I don't have to sell my mutual fund shares, so there's no trading that happens. It's open-end mutual funds. Redeem. Call it up. I'd like to liquidate. Booyah. Done.
All right. Bring your bag of bottles over here.
Now, 7 business days or calendar days. Yet another great question. So the Kona general rule of thumb is this. If it's 10 days or less, now guys, it gets a little weird, but this guy is on fire. If it's 10 days or less, it is safe to assume it's business days, because 10 business days, guys, is about 2 weeks. It's about 14 days because the weekends, right? What I have seen, and this is just purely an observation from doing this for the last 8 years, is that if it's 15 or over, now we're talking calendar days. Okay? Because it's really hard to keep track after about 15 days. 14, you're getting kind of iffy. Now you're probably wondering, well, what about between 10 and 15? Don't worry about it. I don't know anything that's 14. I don't know anything off the top of my head that's 12. I don't know anything that's 13. It's usually, 1, 2, 5, 7, right? 10, 15, 17, 30.
Just filing under that.
Yeah. So that's kind of my basis right there. Is like,
By the way,
weekends.
By the way, if you're a Kona member, remember we have that awesome timetable chart table that you can get, and it breaks everything down.
Yes. Yes.
JP.
What the heck right there? Just saying.
That is awesome.
That's fire.
Mr. Guzman using only but test taking techniques because he hasn't studied in a long time.
That's right. Now
I'm not calling him out.
No. I am going to post this question only, even though that the person that posted this question said, never mind, I read it wrong. I love the fact that that person went back and they checked themselves and they said, oh yeah, that was a dang it. That's good. Right. But let's just still break it down just because it's a 65 question. And also this would be on the 63.
Sometimes you just got to go outside and smell the forest air.
That's right.
Got it. And then boom.
You just got to go smell in the forest. The woodland creatures. Okay.
Yep. And then come back to it and you're like, dang, that's what I missed.
That's right. All right. So he registers in a state which he has a main office. Yes, guys, if you have an office, you are doing business in that state. You need to tell the state you're doing business in that state. So yes.
Courtesy.
Right. And this one says all, and it says he registers with a state which he has a secondary office from which, guys, it doesn't, the secondary office from which he has an office and he does business in it. That's literally the same as A. So because A and C are basically saying the same thing, and we have this like all right here, that's the answer. And I really don't have to read D because I already know that the answer is A and C. Right? But we'll read D just because it says he registers in the state in which he has an office and institutional clients. Again, we're talking about the office. Now, this person did go back and say they read it wrong, which is awesome. But yeah, guys, if you have an office in a state, I don't care what you are. I don't care if you're an IA, right? I don't care if you're an IAR. I don't care if you are state, federally covered, if you're a broker dealer, if you're an agent, doesn't matter. If you have an office in a state, you must register in that state. Period. Office, register. Office, register.
Kind of like those mafia movies, right? Where you got to go to the Godfather and you got to tell them that you're going to be doing business, right? You can't be doing business in their neighborhood.
No, man.
You got to ask, all due respect, I'll be in your neighborhood. Am I allowed to do that?
Just too many,
right?
Too
hey, however you associate, however you get it, you should do that.
No, absolutely. You guys should definitely relate it to something you know.
I just happen to know a lot of Godfather movies.
Yes.
First and second one are better. Third one, I don't know why they made it. Meant it, said it. All right, everybody. So glad that you guys were all on here. I hope you got some positive mental attitude. I know that you're all under the gun to get the month end closed out. If you really want some easier test taking techniques, tomorrow night is your night because we're going to do a question from all the different exams, but we're going to break it down. Brandy's going to pick some that you just for demonstration purposes. Tonight was more of like these ones that are really like, got people banging their head against the wall. Going, how did I miss that? How did I make this easier, Brandy?
Right.
But tomorrow we'll do it on a more basic level. Brandy will bring back that tomorrow for the same time, same bat channel. And remember, there's no live session for the SIE tomorrow. So don't be there because we won't either.
No.
Go kill it. Don't stop. Don't let anybody take anything away from you guys. You guys are meant for a higher purpose.
Yes.
Leave it, meditate on it, breathe it, pray on it, have faith in it, believe in yourselves because Brandy and I believe in you. With that, take care of yourself, wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Guys, thank you so much for being on. We super appreciate you. Don't forget to review your questions, find out why wrong, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a great one.
Good night.